I've tried to film this intro. I think this is try number 5. I'm not even joking because I just don't like how they come out. Oh my god. Okay. Hey guys, it's Fonts. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a review on the Fenty EAZE Drop Blurring Skin Tint. Right here. I got this in the shade 13. There are 25 shades, and if you're new here, I'm putting that down. If you're new here, I'm just going to quickly go through the structure of my reviews. So, I do my prep with you guys, or I'll tell you what I use to prep my skin. I put on the product with you guys. I'll talk about like my first initial opinions on it. Then as I finish up my face, you can see all the claims and the specs of the foundation. That way you can see, oh, I gotta word this right. That way you can see if those claims work on me to make your opinion. There we go. And then I'll also let you know what my shades are. That way if you're about the same skin tone, you kind of know what to base. But even if someone isn't close to my skin tone, like I'll still know how to base it if they're like in another category. Like if they're like, oh, that's too light for them and they thought that was a perfect match, I'll probably go a little darker. I don't know. Anywho, then after that I'll finish up my face and then I'll let you know if I agree with any of those claims on my skin. So let's hop into it. I feel like that was a good try. I did this 5 times, so let's get into the video. Alrighty, you guys. So this, I'm gonna open it up with you. I mean, I already opened it and swatched it because this is the Fenty Beauty EAZE Drop Blurring Skin Tint. I bought this in shade 13. I bought this in shade 13. There are 25 shades, but it's different from their foundation line. So each skin tint is a group. It can work for different of the Fenty shades, like multiple shades at once. I usually get 370 in Fenty, but I think that's just a true summer shade. I'm gonna ignore the beeping in the back. Also, it's $29.50. The box size, let's just talk about this really quick. The box size kind of threw me for a loop, but you get the exact same amount. I checked. You get the exact same amount in the regular, oopsie, foundation. So, alrighty. My hands are clean. My face is clean. Normally, I prep my skin separately, but they kept claiming, I think on Instagram, that you could use this like with skincare. I even saw that on Sephora. So I'm going to go in with my SPF, and my mirror's over here. I feel like I'm being so aggressive, but I'm not. No, normally I have these steps done before I film, but if it can be used right away, I'm assuming I don't have to let it sit for too long. I'm just going to plop the foundation into my regular face routine, so I'm still going to use aloe vera gel, but I normally let it sit for like a little because I just do. But they said we can go right in. Alrighty. SPF is on. Moisturizing aloe vera gel is on. Let's get into this. I did just swatch it because, again, this isn't my exact shade right now, but look at this and look at that. And they're both a frosted bottle, so I'm scared. I'm gonna use, ooh. I'll just squirt it on my hand. I feel like it might work though. I don't know. If this works out, then I am that bitch when it comes to shade matching. Okay, I'm going to take a brush and just squeeze it on there. I want to see what the coverage is like. So, let's just see. The shade, okay. There's a swatch there with the brush. Not bad. And I'm just going to take my clean sponge and blend that out. I feel like I did pretty good. Let me do a part of my face. I guess I'll do this side. I never do this side first, but I'm more of a sponge girl, but the brush wasn't bad. Move the hoop. And luckily, luckily in this context, I have hyperpigmentation, so we'll see what this does. And it's supposed to be buildable as well. So that was one little squeeze. I don't really know how to measure this out, so my forehead, you can tell it's a little light, but bronzer can help that. Okay. And just blend it down here. Okay, so I have about half my face with its skin tint on. I can't really, oopsie. I'm looking like on my thing, my viewfinder. I don't know. In my mirror, I feel like my skin tone does look a little bit more evened out. There's a clear difference from this side of my face to that side. I just can't. I don't know what term to use to describe it. But this side does look a little bit more even. So let me do the rest and then I'll tell you my next opinion. So that's with my full face done. This is one coat of the foundation. It's like a little light, but it's nothing too crazy. I'll probably like it once I film it, once I edit, because every time I say, I don't know how I feel about it when I'm filming versus when I edit, I like start to love the stuff even more once I'm editing. But I don't know, it's okay. It says it's buildable. I have a little bit left here I just picked up. Let's try it right here. It's buildable, medium coverage. Okay. I mean, it definitely covered up more of my spots right here. Let's try around my mouth because it gets kind of darker there too. I feel like it's so easy to tell that this is buildable. But I think also, I'll save that for the end, never mind. Just down to my neck a little more because the viewfinder is playing it, girl. Okay. So this is how the skin tint looks on. I put a little bit extra on my dark spots and I feel like it covered it pretty well. It's not full coverage, so I wasn't expecting full coverage, but it definitely helped a little more. Normally when I do Fenty videos, I like to use all my Fenty stuff because I think I'm so cute and I'm a little Fenty baddie or whatever. But I haven't really been using the powders as much lately, so I'm going to finish up my face. I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to use really quick. I'm still using Coty Airspun under my eyes and this Black Radiance Banana Powder to set my face, and then blush and bronzer and all that stuff. So I'm just going to finish up the face, and I'll give you my final opinions at the end. So let me see. So I'm looking in the mirror. I have two mirrors right here, like a dressing one and my vanity one. I can see myself in the viewfinder. I see myself here, and I look okay. So let's just get into the specs and claims. You guys already saw that up on the screen. I'm just going to read through it quickly and let you know yes or no. Leave skin blurred and smooth looking. Maybe that was the thing before. I was like, oh, I feel like there's something different on one side of my face versus the other, but I couldn't pinpoint it. But I will say, if that was what I was noticing, it's pretty subtle. I didn't notice it to be like super like whew in your face. Layers well with primer and skincare products. That's all I used to prime, and I think it worked out pretty well. Like, I didn't have any, you know, like when you get like the pilling and the white stuff, ugh, and it doesn't look cute. I didn't get any of that, so I'm gonna say yes to that. Light to medium buildable coverage, natural finish. Yes, yes, yes. And then this next one, Hydra Complex Humidity Sweat and Transfer Resistant Formula. There's a little bit of makeup right here. I don't know if it's my bronzer though. So those are obviously things that I'd have to tell you with where. And I'll do that up on my Instagram when I post a photo. Maybe not today because that might be a little too premature, but soon. Alrighty, so that, I mean, it does live up to all the claims. You get a decent amount. So I'm going to say, if, like, for whatever reason, if you're someone that this is probably going to work really great for. If this foundation was either too drying or, I never tried their hydrating one, so I can't tell you dry. But if this foundation was either too drying or too heavy, like as in heavier coverage, or maybe even felt heavy on your skin, you might want to get this. I don't feel this at all, like at all. It gives a decent coverage. When I think of this, I think of my mom, because every now and she does not wear any makeup at all, and every now and then she's like, oh, do my face, I want you to do my face, and I'm like, in my head I'm like, no, because you don't wear it. But I think this would probably be something that she likes because you don't feel it. There is a subtle difference, but like you still look like you, and I think that's something that she'd want. So if you're somebody who has like already like a really nice, even, gorgeous complexion, you may prefer this one. So that's one person that I think would do well. Somebody who kind of wants to wear makeup, but they don't fully wear it that often and they don't want to look like a totally different person. I would try this out. I'd also try this out if you could not find a shade in this foundation, because like I said, this is like my summer shade, and right now it's a little presumptuous of me to want to try to make this work. But like my sister, for example, I'm curious if she would try this out, because she couldn't find a match in the Fenty foundation, and I have a feeling that because this is supposed to work for like groups of skin tones, I think if you couldn't find a match in one, you find a match in another. However, the only thing that I have to say is, like, it works well with my makeup products as well. I don't know if this is a shade. I don't know if I made this shade work for me or not. I'm still on the hunt, because I kind of feel as though I looked a little ghostly for a second. I don't know if y'all saw that when I was finished on my face, but I was like, yikes. Yikes. So that I don't know. And also, I'm a full coverage girly, and with the amount of powders and stuff I wear, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it, just because I'd rather get a new shade in this one. I just don't get as much coverage, and I feel like I really want the coverage if I'm gonna put something on that I have to blend out and still set. So that is my final opinion. I like this. I still don't know if this is my perfect shade, but I made it work. But I think I'm not gonna keep this, which is a shocker, because I keep everything else that I say I might not like from Fenty, bitch, because they just do it. So yeah, for me, because I have the other stuff that I would have preferred, that's where your girl's at. Alrighty. Overall, those are my final thoughts and opinions. I think it's an amazing product if you're somebody who has either already a gorgeous complexion, like freckles like my mama, and you want them to show through, or if you couldn't find a match in another one and you prefer lighter coverage. Otherwise, she has done what she needed to do since she dropped. Period. So yeah, that's my opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helped you. And that's all I got to say. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.